Sister wives. Bank authorities seize and seal Kody Brown's favorite car for non-payment of loan. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia, and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The Sister Wives universe has never lacked for drama, but the latest twist involving Kody Brown may be one of the most humiliating moments yet. Sources close to the Brown family reveal that Kody's favorite car, a symbol of his pride and freedom, has been seized and sealed by bank authorities due to non-payment of a loan. For a man who has spent years preaching control, independence, and the blessings of plural marriage, the sight of his prized vehicle being towed away feels like a crushing symbol of defeat. In this extended deep dive, we will explore the backstory of Kody's financial troubles, how his obsession with appearances and status symbols backfired, the emotional fallout from his family, especially Robyn, Janelle, and Mary, the symbolic meaning of the seized car in Kody's larger downfall, speculation on how this moment might play out in Sister Wives Season 19. Kody's love affair with his car. Kody Brown has always been about image. Whether it's his lion-like curls, his cowboy boots, or his dramatic hand gestures, he thrives on presentation over practicality. His favorite car, a sleek, high-end model that fans often spotted in Sister Wives episodes, was more than just transportation. It was his trophy, his way of telling the world, I am still powerful, I am still in control. But behind the glossy exterior, the financial reality was grim. The car was not fully paid off. It was bought during a period when Kody was still clinging to the fantasy of wealth and prosperity in Coyote Pass. According to insiders, Kody had been missing payments for months. The collapse of the plural marriage meant fewer financial contributors. Christine was gone. Janelle withdrew her money. Mary stopped pouring her resources into the family pot. That left only Robyn, and even she was struggling to keep up with mounting expenses. The car loan, once a manageable luxury, became an impossible burden. Kody reportedly dismissed letters and calls from the bank, believing he could negotiate his way out. But banks don't play favorites. Witnesses claim the scene was dramatic. A tow truck arrived at Kody and Robyn's Flagstaff property. Bank officials and legal representatives had paperwork in hand. The family watched as the car, Kody's symbol of freedom, was chained, lifted, and taken away. Neighbors allegedly saw Kody pacing angrily, arms flailing, blaming everyone but himself. Robyn, in tears, reportedly begged the officials for more time. Aurora and Brianna stood nearby, embarrassed as cameras and curious onlookers documented the scene. For fans, the moment was almost poetic. The man who once insisted on being the patriarch of 4 wives and 18 children, now powerless as his prized possession was hauled away. Robyn Brown, often called Kody's favorite wife, was devastated. She had built her life around the illusion of stability with Kody, sacrificing friendships and family ties to keep him happy. To see their finances fall apart so publicly was humiliating. According to a source close to the Browns, Robyn accused Kody of being reckless, careless, and addicted to appearances. For Robyn, the seized car was more than just a lost asset. It was proof that the dream she bought into was collapsing. Janelle Brown, who has always been the most financially pragmatic of Kody's wives, reportedly wasn't surprised. She had warned Kody about his spending habits for years. Janelle has her own debt struggles, but she believes in facing them head-on rather than living in denial. Friends say Janelle reacted with little sympathy, remarking, maybe now he'll finally learn. Mary, long estranged from Kody emotionally and spiritually, may have taken a quiet satisfaction in his embarrassment. For years, Mary endured Kody's favoritism toward Robyn and his neglect of her feelings. The public repossession of Kody's favorite car feels to some like karmic justice. For fans and critics alike, the image of Kody's car being towed is symbolic. It represents the loss of control in his marriages, the crumbling of financial stability, the downfall of his patriarchal image. The car, once a status symbol, is now a metaphor for Kody himself, overvalued, overextended, and ultimately repossessed by reality. The Sister Wives fan community exploded with commentary after the news broke. Social media threads filled with memes of tow trucks, sarcastic captions about Kody's leadership, and fans joking that the car was now Christine's revenge. Some fans expressed pity, noting that financial struggles are humanizing. Others argued that Kody deserved it for years of arrogance and mistreatment of his wives. TLC producers are no doubt salivating at the drama. The repossession storyline could easily become a central plot point in Sister Wives Season 19. Viewers will want to see Kody's rage and denial, Robyn's tears and desperate attempts to cover up, Janelle and Mary's reactions, how the children respond to seeing their father humiliated. The car seizure is not just financial, it's deeply personal. It strikes at Kody's ego, his identity, and his image as a leader. With his marriages collapsed, his finances under scrutiny, and his favorite car gone, Kody faces a new chapter of life. Will he finally humble himself and rebuild relationships with his children? Double down on blaming others, especially his ex-wives? Or attempt to spin this humiliation into yet another Sister Wives storyline? Whatever path he chooses, one thing is certain. The man who once ruled his family with pride and bravado is now facing a very public reckoning. The repossession of Kody Brown's car may seem like a small event in the grand scheme of life, but in the world of Sister Wives, it's monumental. It represents the unraveling of the Brown empire, the crumbling of Kody's illusions, and the bitter taste of consequences finally catching up. As Season 19 looms, fans wait eagerly to see how TLC frames the incident. One thing is clear, the image of Kody watching helplessly as his beloved car is taken away will be remembered as one of the most symbolic and dramatic moments in Sister Wives history. Sister Wives. Kody Brown's shocking new plan to escape bankruptcy, searching for a rich girlfriend to save him. Kody Brown, the once proud patriarch of TLC's hit show Sister Wives, is facing perhaps the most humiliating chapter of his life. After years of failed business ventures, collapsing marriages, property disputes, and financial recklessness, sources close to the Brown family allege that Kody is desperate to avoid bankruptcy. His solution? Not a business strategy. Not reconciliation with his ex-wives. Not downsizing his extravagant lifestyle. Instead, Kody is allegedly on the hunt for a wealthy new girlfriend, someone who can bankroll his ambitions and help him maintain the illusion of success. How Kody landed in such dire financial straits. Why he thinks a rich girlfriend could be his golden ticket. Robyn Brown's reaction to the shocking rumors. The role of his ex-wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, in fueling the gossip. How fans are responding to this bizarre new chapter in Kody's saga. Speculation on how this storyline could explode in Sister Wives Season 19. From patriarch to pauper, Kody's financial collapse. Kody once envisioned himself as the head of a sprawling empire. He dreamed of building massive homes on Coyote Pass, running thriving businesses, and enjoying the fruits of plural marriage. Instead, his family empire is crumbling. Christine left him. Janelle withdrew her financial support. Mary distanced herself. Only Robyn remains, and even she is struggling to keep their household afloat. Meanwhile, property taxes remain unpaid, loans are piling up, and his favorite car was recently seized by the bank. Facing financial ruin, Kody reportedly confided in friends that he needs a miracle. The rich girlfriend plan. Rather than admitting defeat, Kody has allegedly concocted a wild new scheme, finding a wealthy girlfriend who can bail him out. This plan, according to insiders, is less about romance and more about survival. Kody is said to be seeking a woman with money, status, and the willingness to fund his projects in exchange for his companionship. One insider claimed, Kody is convinced that if he finds the right woman, she'll fall for his charm and help him escape bankruptcy. He's not looking for love, he's looking for a lifeline. Robyn's shock and fury. Robyn Brown, Kody's last remaining wife, is reportedly devastated by these rumors. She sacrificed everything, family ties, friendships, and stability, to be with Kody. Now she fears he's willing to abandon her for a wealthier option. Some sources even suggest Robyn broke down in tears when she overheard Kody joking about trading up. For Robyn, who has endured public humiliation and fan backlash as the favorite wife, this may be the ultimate betrayal. Mary's reaction. Karma has arrived. Mary Brown, Kody's first wife, has long suffered at his neglect. After their marriage deteriorated, she focused on her own independence, launching businesses, and rebuilding her self-esteem. When Mary allegedly heard the gossip about Kody seeking a rich girlfriend, she wasn't surprised. Friends say Mary laughed, calling it classic Kody, always looking for someone else to fix his mess. Janelle's pragmatic response. Janelle, the most financially savvy of the ex-wives, reportedly shook her head when asked about the rumors. She has warned Kody for years about reckless spending. For her, the idea of him chasing a wealthy girlfriend only confirms that he hasn't learned anything. According to a close source, Janelle said if Kody spent half as much energy working as he does chasing dreams, he wouldn't be broke. Christine's quiet satisfaction. Kody Brown, now happily remarried to David Woolley, has no reason to care about Kody's latest schemes, but fans believe she must feel a sense of satisfaction. After enduring years of neglect and favoritism toward Robyn, Christine is now thriving while Kody is spiraling. Social media buzzed with fans speculating that Christine's reaction would be, "Better her than me." Who would date Kody now? The question on everyone's lips. What kind of woman would date Kody Brown now? Would she be a wealthy widow? A lonely entrepreneur? A superfan of Sister Wives who wants to rescue him? Or perhaps someone chasing reality TV fame? Critics argue that any wealthy woman would see through Kody's intentions quickly. Yet, in the world of fame and television, stranger things have happened. Fan reactions, from outrage to memes. Fans wasted no time mocking the idea. Memes flooded Twitter and Reddit, showing Kody holding signs that read, "We'll marry for money." Others joked that his dating profile would read, "Broke, bitter, but available." Some fans expressed outrage, saying it was disrespectful to Robyn and the children. Others said it was predictable. Kody has always chased power, and money equals power. TLC's dilemma: to film or not to film. If these rumors are true, TLC producers face a major decision. Do they film Kody's alleged quest for a rich girlfriend? Would audiences find it entertaining, or just sad? One insider suggested producers are salivating at the drama potential. Another warned that showing Kody openly searching for a wealthy woman could destroy whatever sympathy fans still have left. Kody's future: redemption or ruin? At this point, Kody stands at a crossroads. Will he actually pursue a wealthy girlfriend, sacrificing his marriage to Robyn? Attempt to reconcile with his ex-wives in hopes of financial stability? Or finally humble himself and take responsibility for his failures? Whatever happens, one thing is certain: Kody's story has shifted from patriarch to pariah, and fans are watching every move. The rumors about Kody Brown seeking a rich girlfriend to escape bankruptcy might sound outrageous, but in the world of Sister Wives, nothing is too far-fetched. For a man who has always prioritized ego, control, and image, the idea of outsourcing his financial salvation to a wealthy partner is disturbingly on-brand. Whether this plan is real or just speculation, fans are left wondering, has Kody finally hit rock bottom, or is this just the beginning of an even stranger chapter in his saga? Sister Wives. Robyn Brown secretly hates Kody now that he can't pay like before. For years, Robyn Brown has been branded as Kody Brown's favorite wife, the woman who won his heart while Mary, Janelle, and Christine slowly drifted away. She had the big house, the legal marriage, the emotional investment, and the financial benefits. But the tides are shifting. Sources close to the family reveal that Robyn is no longer blinded by love. Instead, she has begun to resent and even hate Kody, and the reason is brutally simple: he can't provide the financial security he once did. This article explores how Kody's financial collapse has shattered Robyn's trust, the breaking point when money stopped flowing, the hypocrisy of Robyn's loyalty narrative, the reactions of Mary, Janelle, and Christine to Robyn's change of heart, what this means for the future of the Brown family and Sister Wives. The fall of Kody's financial kingdom. At the height of the Sister Wives empire, Kody lived large. He envisioned mansions on Coyote Pass, drove flashy cars, and paraded himself as the powerful patriarch of a plural family dynasty. Behind the scenes, the money came from TLC paychecks, his wife's contributions, and loans. Robyn enjoyed the most. Her kids had better opportunities, she had a legal marriage to Kody, and she often shopped and decorated lavishly. But now, with Christine gone, Janelle withholding funds, and Mary stepping away, Kody's financial empire has collapsed. Bills pile up. Properties sit undeveloped. Even his prized car was seized by the bank. Robyn's dream turned sour. When Robyn joined the family, she was promised stability. Kody doted on her, invested in her home, and funneled money into her lifestyle. She was, in many ways, living the dream while the other wives struggled. But as the finances dried up, Robyn's dream soured. No more large allowances. No more home renovations. No more special treatment trips. Suddenly, Kody's promises looked hollow. Insiders say Robyn began lashing out, accusing Kody of failing as a husband and not being the man he used to be. Love tied to money. Critics have long accused Robyn of loving Kody for what he could provide, not for who he was. In the early days, she defended him endlessly, often blaming the other wives for family problems. But with money gone, her loyalty appears to be evaporating. A close source allegedly overheard Robyn admitting, "It's not the same anymore. He can't pay like he used to. What's the point of all this suffering if he can't even support us?" Kody, already reeling from the loss of his marriages with Christine, Janelle, and Mary, is now facing betrayal from the one woman he thought would never abandon him. Reports suggest Kody has tried desperately to reassure Robyn, promising that new opportunities will come, that TLC will keep filming, and that they'll rebuild together. But Robyn is no longer convinced. To her, words mean nothing if the bank account is empty. Mary Brown, Kody's first wife, is reportedly finding satisfaction in Robyn's unhappiness. For years, Mary endured being sidelined while Robyn received the attention and financial benefits. Now, Mary allegedly tells friends that Robyn is finally tasting what the rest of us lived through. To Mary, Robyn's resentment is karma. Janelle's pragmatic perspective. Janelle, always pragmatic about money, isn't surprised by the tension. She has watched Kody make poor financial choices for years. In her view, Robyn's anger is misdirected. She should blame Kody's mismanagement, not just the loss of income. Friends say Janelle believes Robyn is experiencing a rude awakening, that Kody is not the provider he pretended to be. Christine, now happily remarried to David Woolley, is thriving outside of Kody's orbit. Fans speculate she must feel a sense of triumph watching Robyn finally crack. For years, Christine claimed Kody favored Robyn unfairly. Now, with finances stripped away, Robyn is no longer living in privilege. Social media is buzzing with fans saying, "Christine must be laughing right now." Fans react, sympathy or karma. The fan base is divided. Some sympathize with Robyn, saying no wife deserves financial insecurity. Others argue she's getting exactly what she deserves after years of benefiting from favoritism. Reddit threads are filled with memes about Robyn crying, clutching her purse, and demanding refunds from Kody. One viral fan joke: Robyn didn't marry Kody, she married his wallet, and now the wallet's empty. TLC producers are likely ecstatic. Robyn's disillusionment with Kody could be the juiciest storyline yet. Imagine the cameras capturing her resentment, her late-night fights with Kody, and the awkward moments when she admits she misses the money more than the man. For a show built on emotional chaos, Robyn turning against Kody is pure gold. The future of Robyn and Kody. If Robyn truly hates Kody now, what's next? Will she leave him, shocking fans who always believed she was his ride or die? Will she stay but make his life miserable with resentment? Or will Kody, in desperation, look for a wealthy new partner to replace her? Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: the cracks in Robyn and Kody's once untouchable bond are showing, and fans are watching every moment. Robyn once represented Kody's last pillar of loyalty. Now, even she is wavering. Without money, without power, without the ability to provide, Kody is exposed. If love was truly unconditional, Robyn wouldn't be questioning her marriage. But the fact that she's allegedly begun to hate him for not paying like before proves what many critics have said for years. Their marriage was built on favoritism and financial convenience, not lasting devotion. As season 19 looms, fans are asking, is this the beginning of the end for Robyn and Kody Brown? Sister wives. Kody Brown demands more money from TLC, but network refuses as fans turn away from the show. Kody Brown has never been shy about demanding control over his wives, his children, his property, and even his narrative. But this time, his demands have been met with an icy refusal. According to insiders, Kody approached TLC executives with a shocking demand for a bigger paycheck to continue starring on Sister Wives. He argued that the show revolves around him, that his storylines fuel ratings, and that his presence is essential. But in a dramatic twist, TLC has rejected his request, citing declining fan enthusiasm and growing resentment toward Kody as the central figure of the show. Kody's financial problems have been mounting for years. Between unpaid property taxes on Coyote Pass, repossessed vehicles, debts, and estranged wives refusing to contribute, Kody is strapped for cash. For a man who once lived large with 4 wives and nearly 20 children, downsizing has been humiliating. His desperation has reportedly driven him to TLC's door, demanding more money per episode. The outrageous demand. Sources say Kody told TLC executives that he is the face of the show and therefore deserves a significant pay increase. His pitch allegedly included references to his sacrifices and the stress of being scrutinized by millions of fans. One insider claims Kody even went so far as to suggest that without him, Sister Wives would collapse. He told them flat out, "I am the show. Without me, there's nothing to film." But TLC wasn't buying it. Executives reportedly reminded Kody that viewership has dropped and that fan sentiment is overwhelmingly negative toward him. The network's position was blunt. Kody doesn't bring in the ratings he used to. Audiences now tune in for Janelle's independence, Christine's new marriage, and Mary's struggles, not Kody's lectures or tantrums. For the first time, TLC signaled to Kody that he is not as indispensable as he believes. Robyn Brown, Kody's last remaining wife, is allegedly panicking over TLC's refusal. She has built her entire lifestyle around the show's paycheck and Kody's role as the patriarch. Insiders say Robyn fears the loss of income could mean losing her home and financial security. She reportedly begged Kody to find another way to secure money, but his pride has only made negotiations worse. Janelle Brown, who has long called Kody irresponsible with money, is quietly vindicated. She predicted years ago that Kody's ego would backfire. Friends say she isn't surprised TLC rejected him, noting that Kody always overplays his importance. Christine, now remarried to David Woolley and thriving outside of Kody's shadow, represents everything TLC executives love. She's relatable, independent, and rebuilding her life. Fans are more invested in Christine's love story than in Kody's financial woes. For TLC, Christine is proof they don't need Kody as much as he thinks they do. Mary, who has maintained a tenuous connection with the family while pursuing her own business ventures, seems indifferent to Kody's money battles. For her, TLC's refusal is further evidence that Kody is no longer the center of the family universe. Perhaps the most damning factor in TLC's decision was fan backlash. For years, fans have voiced frustration over Kody's favoritism toward Robyn, his neglect of his older children, and his combative personality. Ratings prove that episodes focusing on Kody's drama don't perform as well as those centered on the ex-wives' new journeys. Social media is filled with comments like, "We don't watch for Kody, we watch in spite of him." TLC should cut him out completely. Christine's new life is 100 times more interesting than Kody crying about money. This standoff raises a major question. Does TLC need Kody at all? Executives could easily pivot the show to focus entirely on the ex-wives, turning Sister Wives into a docuseries about women rebuilding their lives post-polygamy. With Kody's reputation in freefall, the network might find more success without him. With TLC refusing to meet his demands, Kody faces limited options. Stay on the show with no pay raise, swallowing his pride. Quit the show, risking complete financial collapse. find alternative income, though his reputation makes that difficult. Or, in his most desperate fantasies, seek a wealthy new partner to bankroll him. No matter what he chooses, the damage is clear. Kody Brown is no longer the untouchable star he once believed himself to be. Kody Brown's attempt to strong-arm TLC has backfired spectacularly. By refusing his demand for more money, the network has exposed the truth. Kody is no longer the crown jewel of sister wives. As fans continue to turn away, TLC may decide that the future of the show lies not with the patriarch, but with the women who found the strength to walk away from him. For Kody, the rejection isn't just financial, it's personal. His ego has been bruised, his authority challenged, and his future uncertain. And for fans, it's poetic justice. The man who once demanded everything is now being told no. Sister wives. Meri Brown will never return to Kody, after waiting in vain while he ignored her. Meri Brown, the first wife of Kody Brown and the original matriarch of the Sister Wives family, has finally made her decision clear. She will never return to Kody's life. For years, fans watched Meri sit in the shadows, waiting for even a shred of attention from her husband. She remained legally married to him until Robyn entered the picture. She endured humiliation when he admitted he had no romantic interest in her, and she even clung to the faint hope of reconciliation. But after decades of being ignored, neglected, and sidelined, Meri's patience has snapped. What Meri's independence means for her future and for the show. When Sister Wives began, Meri was Kody's legal wife and his partner of 20 years. She believed in the dream of plural marriage, even agreeing to let Kody take new wives. For years, she hoped her loyalty would be rewarded with respect and affection. Instead, she found herself increasingly isolated as Kody favored the others, especially Robyn. Yet, despite the pain, Meri waited. She believed love would return. Meri's heartbreak became public when Kody bluntly admitted on national television that he had no romantic interest in her. Fans were stunned, but Meri still held on to hope. She stayed in the family home, tried to participate in family events, and continued showing up for Kody, only to be met with indifference. His rejection was not a one-time event. It was a pattern of dismissal. The catfishing scandal and deeper wounds. Meri's loneliness led to the infamous online catfishing scandal, when she emotionally connected with someone she believed was a man but turned out to be a woman pretending. The incident was humiliating, but it revealed the depth of her isolation. Instead of offering her compassion, Kody used the scandal to distance himself further, treating it as proof that he could never trust her again. Years passed, and still Meri waited. She showed up for family discussions about Coyote Pass. She kept her business running to contribute financially. She tried again and again to bridge the gap. But Kody ignored her. He dismissed her feelings, shut down her attempts to communicate, and refused to show the smallest gesture of intimacy. Finally, Meri realized she was waiting for nothing. Kody wasn't going to change. He wasn't going to love her again. He wasn't even going to notice her sacrifices. Insiders say the breaking point came when Kody openly admitted he saw no future with Meri and didn't care if she stayed or left. For Meri, the message was clear. She was invisible in his world. In 2025, Meri has made her decision. She will never return to Kody's life. After years of heartbreak, she is walking away emotionally, spiritually, and publicly. Friends say Meri has told those close to her, "I wasted too many years waiting for him. Never again." Her independence is no longer a quiet choice. It's a declaration. What does Kody think? According to insiders, he barely cares. To him, Meri was a relationship long over. His focus remains on Robyn and on salvaging his public image. In interviews, Kody has dismissed Meri's feelings, portraying her departure as her decision, as though he had no role in pushing her away. This cold indifference stings the most. After all those years waiting, Meri's absence barely registers to him. Christine feels proud of Meri for finally walking away. After years of pleading with Meri to value herself, Christine sees this as a victory. Janelle respects Meri's choice, knowing firsthand how painful Kody's neglect can be. Robyn, however, is reportedly worried. She fears that Mary's departure damages Kody's image further and makes the family look more fractured than ever. Fans have overwhelmingly rallied behind Mary. Social media is full of encouragement. Good for you, Mary. He never deserved you. Mary wasted too many years on that man. She deserves peace. This is the Mary we've been waiting for, strong, independent, free. The shift in fan loyalty shows that Mary's independence is far more appealing than Kody's stubborn pride. Now, Mary is free to build her own life. She runs her businesses, travels, and nurtures friendships outside the toxic environment of Kody's control. Her storyline is no longer about waiting for love. It's about choosing herself. For sister wives, this marks a turning point. With Christine thriving in her remarriage, Janelle forging her independence, and Mary walking away forever, the show has become less about Kody's plural marriage and more about the women who escaped it. Mary Brown's declaration that she will never return to Kody's life is both heartbreaking and empowering. Heartbreaking because of the decades she spent waiting for love that never came. Empowering because she finally chose herself over a man who ignored her. For Kody, it's just another wife gone. For Mary, it's the first day of true freedom. And for fans, it's the ultimate redemption arc. The woman once humiliated and sidelined now stands strong, no longer waiting for a man who never saw her worth.